Greetings, everyone. This is me, Zahra Jawad. Here, Zara Berserk, my first channel. One.
Here it's Sarah Berserk.
Okay, sound is good, but can you see the whole screen? Here, yes, right now. Oh, well, just checking the screen. Okay, it's full screen now. So last time I wasn't getting full screen here. Now, Salahuddin, if I may use his name, came here to tell me a mind-blowing hadith of Prophet Muhammad, right? And he says that 100%, like true prophets are, when they prophesy, they're 100% right, and in all cases, Prophet Muhammad has been 100% right about the cases of the prophecies given by Prophet Muhammad. This is my English. Okay, so then what shall we do? Where are the soothsayers? What the Quran says about the soothsayers? Wouldn't the soothsayers at times have some great prophecies coming true? Right? That's why sometimes shaitan, we believe in them, the fortune tellers. Some fortune tellers, fortune telling could be true. However, okay, so I went on a wild goose chase. Soothsayers are so shaitan beguiles you, and in Ali Imran, how come when the Muslims lost in the battle of Uhud, God says that He tested you and it was your fault? Believers, you were not. I mean, He tested them. Who would be the hypocrites and who would be the true believers? So, a promise made by God that you will get success. But it depends. Like success in war here also, you will win against the disbelievers and all. Let me see. So I was searching for insight, foresight, things like that. Some parts are here in this ayat. Let me see, Ali Imran, right? No, you were killing them when His promise. Wait a minute. Certainly Allah fulfilled to you His promise when you were killing them by His permission. Fulfilled His promise to you. Ali Imran verse 152. This is not Hajj, Surah Hajj, but Ali Imran verse 152. Hope you can see this. Last time, sorry, it was a very small. It came afterwards, but it's here now. At least now it seems like you can see this. It's on the full screen, right? But it may not be focusing for you at this time. You can see it later and it will focus. However, Al Imran verse 152 says that Allah promised you, Allah fulfilled His promise when you were killing them by His permission. So let me just for easy now. And Allah had certainly fulfilled His promise to you when you were killing them by His permission until when you lost courage, and fell to disputing about the order given by the Prophet, in brackets. Okay, explained. And disobeyed after He had shown you that which you love. Among you are some who desire this world, and among you are some who desire the hereafter. Then He turned you back from them that He might test you. And He defeated. Then He turned you back from them. So Allah made a great promise, but then you see, the believers turned back, and so believers failed, and that was a test given to them here. Very, very cleverly put here. You can see the Quran ayat. And about soon shall we cast terror into the hearts of those unbelievers. You know why? Here, So another point I want to make out just quickly, Salahuddin, if I may use his name, said that no, we invite to Allah in the most generous way, or what was it? His statement, its comment here on live chat, the last live stream today, my previous one. So, nay, Allah is your protector and He's the best of helpers, right? Allah never forces anyone to Islam, never. So I found another ayat, Al Imran verse 151, is it? We will cast in the hearts of those who disbelieve the terror because they associated partners with Allah. Reason, not breaking treaties or anything, not being hostile towards the believers, not expelling them. Here, the reasons given for casting terror into the hearts of the believers, because they associated partners with Allah. Just casting, this is terrorizing. God is a terrorizer. With Allah for what He had not sent down. You know, better, easier. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve for what they have associated with Allah, of which He had not sent down any authority. Shias may rejoice on this verse. Because of course, in every way, Rasulullah is associated with Allah. Every way. Except that you weren't there when they were casting lots for Bibi Maryam. Ayat on that. What else is there? Just, excuse me, I'm very slow at this, but I will satisfy every question completely or statement made by a believer here, right? Slowly but surely. So, casting terror into the hearts of the believers just because they are associated with Allah. And their refuge will be the fire, and wretched is the residence of the wrongdoers. So let me make this clear. Right? Through this verse, it means that Allah, they were not hostile. They just, nay, Allah is your protector and He's the best helper. What's the other ayat here? Oh, you believe, if you obey the unbelievers, they will drive you back on your heels. And you will turn back from faith to your own loss. Right? This is what's going. So it's fear the unbelievers, right? Fear this also, not only shaitan, but if you mingle and if you go with the unbelievers, if you obey the unbelievers, they will drive you back on your heels. So don't obey the unbelievers and you will turn back to your own loss. So don't obey. No need, but Allah is your supreme patronizer and He's the most charitable of vindicators, avengers, helpers. No. Help us, okay, Nasireen, help us. Allah is your protector and Allah is your protector and He's the best of helpers. Then 151 of Al Imran says, we will cast terror into the hearts of those. Now Allah in His Sultanan, in His majesty, says, we. He says it as we. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve for what they have associated with Allah, of which He had not sent down any authority. Inviting others to Allah with a generous, very good invitation. Kind, And what a generous Allah it is. Salahuddin, if he's here, please come and put that comment here again. Which he had not sent down any authority, and the refuge will be the fire, and wretched is the residence of the wrongdoers. They haven't broken a pact, but Allah will punish them, put them. And Allah had certainly fulfilled His promise to you when you were killing them by His permission, until when you lost courage and fell to disputing about the order. You have lost courage. Believers lost courage, so they became hypocrites. So Allah has to now distinguish between what promise here. Again, the Quran is very this thing, about soothsayers, some of the fortune tellers, fortune telling comes true. Haven't you experienced that? Like in the Bible, maybe it could be given, but in the Quran, okay, he's not a soothsayer. No, he's not a soothsayer. Surah Haqqa, it's mentioned in Surah Haqqa and Surah Tur. So not only a madman, but not a soothsayer. And what is the position of a soothsayer? What is the occupation of a soothsayer? Where does he get some of the things right? And then if you want to say that this, what am I doing in Ankabut? Oh yes, look at this. They had insight, but not foresight. So I had to look for foresight in the Quran verses. We destroyed Ad and Thamud, and it has become clear to you from their ruined dwellings. And Satan had made pleasing to them their deeds and averted them from the path. And they were endowed with perception. Insight, it says. Mind your
مستبصرين.
ears. Mustabsireen, endowed with insight. Even though they were endowed with insight, but unfortunately for me, it does not say endowed with foresight. So even though they were endowed with insight, they were not endowed with foresight. But Satan, okay. So in my previous live stream, I said Satan has knowledge. He, at least the tree, the fruit, Adam didn't even know, but that it would bring him loss if he had the fruit of that tree in the garden. Shaitan had that foresight, Anyways, so we go Ankabut, Al Imran I gave, and then I have to get out of here and take you to Google. Now you see, there's a Quran ayat I found, remembered, right? Where is it? So how do I mute it? Here it is, Surah. I don't know which one it was, but that remember we had, let me just let them then produce something like it if they say is true, what they say is true, or do they say he made this Quran up? In fact, so he's not a soothsayer. Okay, you can check Tur and then Haqqa. So look at this. Would you overlook this? And there's a hadith, Sunni hadith, Islamic hadith on this. Let me show you. And Surah Haqqa verse 45. We would have certainly seized him by his right hand, then severed his aorta. And none of you could have shielded him from us. Right? If it says, if this prophet was a liar, nor is it the mumbling of a fortune teller, soothsayer, fortune teller. Indeed, indeed, 40th verse of Surah Haqqa. Indeed, this Quran is the recitation of a noble messenger. Recitation? Yes. Indeed, this is the recitation of a noble, surely the word of a messenger noble, right? Like in Surah Takwir we're told. Surah Takwir, yes. It is a word, note this word, surely the word, indeed it is not conveyed, Allah's word, Rasulan, and whatever you cannot see, and whatever you can see. Indeed, this Quran is the recitation of a noble messenger. Indeed, it is surely the word, لَقَوْلُ إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلُ رَسُولٍ, not even Rasulullah, but a messenger, noble, Kareem. Again, this verse has come like it was in Surah Takwir. It is, and 41 now, Surah Haqqa. It is not the prose of a poet, yet you hardly, it is not the word of a poet. Little is what you believe. Little is what you believe. Nor is it the mumbling of a fortune teller, soothsayer. You know, soothsayer, okay, same as fortune teller. Little is what you take heed, mind, right? And then it is a revelation. It is, okay, tanzilun, from the Lord. Okay, now it says, it is revealed by the Lord of the worlds. And the word is from the messenger. It is a word of the messenger, but revealed by the Lord of the worlds. 44. Had the messenger made up something in our name? You know, false messengers fabricated against us some sayings, qawli. We would have certainly seized him by his right hand, then severed his aorta. So this what happened, to Ali Akbar in Karbala. And then as a Shia, when I came to the site, I was like, oh, but it happened there. But then God said, they timeless. Of course, the believers are successful. It's not just death here. But here it says, God says, now pay attention how to explain this. Physical. We would have severed his aorta. So I would just keep quiet, Reading, coming to this ayat, being a Shia at that time, and none of you could have shielded him from us. Okay. Because Imam Hussain, what they did to Ali Akbar, 17, 18-year-old son of his. You know that Noha? I mean, his heart, they gave a spear on his heart. Ali Akbar. And he was the Shabi. He looked like a Prophet Muhammad. <clears throat> 48. Indeed, this Quran is a reminder to those mindful of Allah. Okay. Now, what happens? We are told, I have to look at every. So now, since Salahuddin, who told me about this prophecy, mind-blowing prophecy, that the Arabs, desert Arabs, would have high buildings. Rasulullah is prophesied. And you just put on YouTube Prophet Muhammad's prophecies. and you get 10 mind-blowing prophecies, right? So why do you ignore this? Ahle Sunnah, Ahle Hadith. Why do you ignore this? I mean, there were soothsayers at that time, you know. He knows about it. The Quran mentions soothsayers. Sometimes they can be right. Even them. Look at this. Narrated Aisha. Okay, sunnah.com. You can go to Bukhari, Sahih Bukhari, but it says here Bukhari only. So that's why I'm reading it on top, from top here. 4428 is the hadith number. Chapter on the illness and death, 83, of the Prophet, may God bless. So, sorry, I'm not going to read that. Narrated Aisha, the Prophet, in his ailment in which he died, used to say, "Oh, Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I eat at Khaybar, and at this time I feel as if my aorta is being cut from that poison." What? Aorta. Now it hasn't given me a great Sahih or Hasnat, right? Hassan. But this, you see, what did Allah say? And this is from Ahl Hadith, Ahl Sunnah. This is from Islamic sources, non-Shia sources. But why do you disregard this hadith and you go to something with end of time? And even, you know what Salahuddin said, that Prophet Muhammad did not condemn it. He's not telling you the truth. Prophet Muhammad said these are signs of the end of times, meaning apocalypse, meaning what the desert Arabs are doing. They are bringing the end time. It's like bad. It's like telling you that this is bad. Like the Iram, lofty pillars, you know, Ad and Thamud. They had such prowess and they built such things. They made such things. Where is it? Surah. And Iram of lofty Iram or Iram. But how do you say it? Iram with pillars. You know, such high, lofty pillars. So your Lord poured upon them a scourge of punishment. Indeed, your Lord is in observation. There are several explanations for the reference to Iram, who had lofty pillars. Some see this as a geographic location, its city. Let's see this. Iram, English translation of this surah. Surah Fajr, ayah 7. Who had lofty pillars. What happened to them? Ad implies the ancient tribe of Ad, who have been called. So, you know, Salahuddin here, he doesn't even know that that Rasulullah was saying end of times prophecy, and it was bad that these desert Arabs, they would make high buildings. It's bad. Check the Surah Fajr ayat 7. Check Ad and Thamud. Anyways, but you know, soothsayers sometimes can tell you the truth, right? Fortune tellers, in other words, can tell you the truth. So this, and then why are you ignoring the revelation from the Quran and Aisha's narration in your hadith? Then don't think about it, right? Where could this Prophet Muhammad saying come from? That desert Arabs? Sunan ibn Majah, 63, the book of the Sunnah. They were sitting with the Prophet when a man came to him whose clothes were intensely white and whose hair was intensely black. No signs of travel could... Wait a minute. Here, calling Christians. Oh God. Is this for Sahih excuse me. See, is this the one? Zainab bin Josh reported that Allah's apostle got up from sleep saying, there is no God but Allah, there is a destruction in store for Arabia because of turmoil, which is at hand. The barrier of Gog and Magog has opened so much, and Sufyan made a sign of 10 with the help of his hand in order to indicate the width of the gap. And I said, Allah's messenger, would we be perished in spite of the fact that there would be good people amongst us? Thereupon he said, of course, but only when the evil predominates. And it didn't come, because Zainab bin Josh is saying, will we be destroyed in spite of the fact that there would be good people amongst us? Would we be perished? Would we perish? Yani perish. Zainab bin Josh and Sufyan made a sign of 10 with the help of his hand to indicate the width of the gap. I mean, it should have come at that time. It should have been at that time something. It didn't. Zainab bin Josh. Zainab bin Josh, his wife of Allah's, there's no God to store Magog, and so this is bad news. The end of the times didn't come then. Neither did the end of the times come at Karbala. So please be careful, these people coming and deceiving you and us, and unnecessarily wasting time. But since I want to, yes, I would like to burn all the bridges, all my bridges on this. And whatever questions, challenges may come, I will try to answer with the best of my work on this, findings, and remind you of hadiths like this also, and correct you. The Prophet, in his ailment in which he died, used to say, now which is Muslim is going to come here to tell me to believe in that end of the times prediction? When Prophet Muhammad even predicted that some terrible thing will happen at that, like Abu Sufyan, like 10, he's giving a gap. At that time, end of the times would come. What about this prediction? Very soon, very soon at Zainab bin Josh's time, end of the times will come. Did you see that hadith? So please, this Salah ad-Din is a deceiver, but I'm letting him come here. And I want to see how far you will go in deceiving himself and others, trying his best to do that. Right? Terrible. I mean, this is so sad for me. So how is it that the Muslims have ignored these turmoil and importance of end times? See, book 41, number 6881, chapter 1. Kitab al-Fitan wa Ashrat, As-Sa', book pertaining to the turmoil and importance of the last hour. Sahih Muslim, number 6881, Book 41. I mean, you see, instead of helping out, these Muslims come here, as people like Salah ad-Din, and they disturb. I have already said so many times, please cooperate with me. So, would you like to follow the religious scholars? Blatant deceiving, like they would wish you well. Okay, he said, I condemn the killings. Don't, don't harm. I condemn harming, hurting ex-Muslims. Right? But like that, they will use taqiyya, we are told, in the Sharia. Look at this. He doesn't give this hadith. And is it Abu Sufyan? And Sufyan made a sign of 10. 10 with the help of his hand in order to indicate the width of the gap. And I said, because it starts with Zainab bin Josh reporting this hadith, so Zainab bin Josh is telling Allah's Messenger, would we be perished in spite of the fact that there would be good people amongst us? Like this would happen in the life of Zainab bin Josh. The end, the hour. What is the hour, The end time. Imam Mahdi will be coming. Rasulullah has also said this, that from my progeny, even if one day is left, 1 hour, that's the hour Imam Mahdi will come. End of times, the world will not be destroyed until Imam Mahdi comes and rules. How shall I say it? Am I saying it properly? Like that hadith of his. So sorry if I make some errors and I don't explain. I'm extremely tired because I had to read here, there, Quran ayats. I mean, it's the height of the deception that is there. Height. But I appreciate, in this deception, I appreciate the person saying that, I thanked him. May God guide you people, Muslims. Okay, you're not good. My heart was put to rest by Salah ad-Din that, he doesn't condemn, but there are people killing, condemning. You can't disrespect Prophet Muhammad. You can't say anything. You couldn't say anything anyways from the beginning against him. No. Sorry, excuse me. I correct myself. There's a Quran ayat that says that, they'll be to the believers and, they'll be insulting you and saying bad things. So have patience and all this, bear patiently. And it also tells Prophet Muhammad to bear patiently. Yes, in the beginning in Makkah, he took it patiently. Sarcastically saying this, you know why? So I'm sorry. But what about this prophecy going wrong? This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Zainab bin Josh with a slight variation in the chain of transmitters. So are you going to keep reading all the hadiths? Yeah, this Sahih, this Hasna. Why are you wasting your time on this? Okay, it doesn't matter. 6883. Zainab bin Josh, the wife of Allah's apostle, reported that one day Allah's messenger came out in a state of excitement with his face quite red. And he was saying, there is no God but Allah. There is a destruction in store for Arabia. Because of the turmoil which is near at hand, as the barrier of Gog, it's like happening now. Gog and Magog have been opened like it. Gog and Magog has been opened like it. And in order to explain it, made a ring with the help of his thumb and forefinger. I said, Allah's messenger, would we be destroyed despite the fact that there would be pious people amongst us? He said, yes. when the evil would predominate. Not a good sign. Arabia will be destroyed. And so building high buildings and all this now, it's 2023, for God's sakes. And why is Zainab bin Josh saying noteworthy, please? She's saying, will we be destroyed? We be destroyed despite the fact that there would be pious people amongst us. Do you think Zainab bin Josh is long living? She'll live for thousands of years. What about this hadith? This hadith they don't give. And of course he was a soothsayer, so some of his things may have come true, but look at this. This failed. How can it be 100% accurate? Where are you coming from? Ahl Hadith? You are coming from Ahl Hadith, right? Sunni sources. So what a deception. And I cannot. You know, a slap from an honest person is better, I feel. Then, so see, I've read two, and it says the same thing that Zainab bin Josh says, would it be destroyed despite the fact that, no, wait a minute, I said Allah's messenger, would we be destroyed despite the fact that we, it didn't come, it didn't come, it didn't come. And the hour didn't come. What would make you know the hour is? Wrong. Prophecy. Okay? Enough? Do you want more? So, please see this and don't deceive people. 100% accurate. How can Ahl Hadith say, and I know it by the letter, Salahuddin has told me in one of previous live streams recently. I know my hadiths by the letter. Look at how they're misguiding you. So, oh goodness, don't play around like your prophet did. Right? Oh God, forgive you. If he was telling the truth, and if he's telling the falsehood, don't follow him. Save your heart, save your aorta. So it's not me who is giving you heart attacks if I come out with the truth, but it could be that God's thing may come on you, God forbid, right? So save yourselves. Don't follow this, and I don't know how to put it really with these people. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm sorry. Please don't toy around. See, 100% accurate. You know, Salahuddin was not a Shia. It's not a Shia. He's Ahl Hadith, he told me. Ahl Hadith are not Shias. My goodness. So I don't know what to make out of this person. On one hand, good things he says, but then on the other hand, he's misleading you. He's misleading us here. And I have to correct him. He said 100% Prophet Muhammad. If a true prophet, what is a true prophet? That his prophecies come true 100%, right? He said it here last time on my live stream. Did this prophecy come true? 100% prophecy? So he's just helping me, at least. I have to bear with him. He's helping me, reminding me that Ahl Hadith also, not only Ahl Sunnah, this is Islamic sources, which the Shias might reject. They don't have to take this. They have to see how correct the chain of narrations, this, that, not just by seeing Hassan or, Hasnat Hadith, or this is a Sahih Hadith, no, or weak. Even a weak Hadith they can take if the Imam says take it. and the chain of narration, and they have to check every single thing, character of the person, all that, whatever the conditions are that the Shias have to take these hadiths as true, the Islamic sources. But Ahle Hadith take it as true, if it is true there, written. Now the grade is not given here. There are many. Abdullah bin Safwan reported the mother of the faithful as saying that Allah's messenger said they would soon seek protection in this house with Kaaba. People who would have nothing to protect themselves in the shape of weapons or the strength of the people. An army would be sent to fight and kill them, and when they would enter a plain ground, the army would be sunk in it. Yusuf, one of the narrators, said it was a people of Syria, hordes of Hajjaj, who had been on that day coming towards Makkah for an attack on Abdullah bin Zubair, and Abdullah bin Safwan said, on Abdullah bin Zubair, and Abdullah bin Safwan said, by God, it does not imply this army. Aisha reported, 6890, Aisha reported that Allah's messenger was startled in the state of sleep. We said, Allah's messenger, you have done something in the... As a Shia, I couldn't read this hadith. Even I was sorry. Allah's messenger. Excuse me. Oh, wait. They're fun. Allah's messenger, you have done something in the state of your sleep which you never did before. Thereupon he said, strange it is that some people of my ummah would attack the house, Kaaba, for killing a person who would belong to the tribe of the Quraysh, and he would try to seek protection in the house. And when they would reach the plain ground, they would be sunk. So wasn't it Imam Hussain they were after? We said, Allah's messenger, all sorts of people thronged the path. Thereupon he said, yes, there would be amongst them people who would come with definite designs, and those who would come under duress. What do you know about duress? And there would be travelers also. But they would all be destroyed through one stroke of destruction. Though they would be, he's a doomed, he gives the news of a doomsday, He's giving news of doomsday all the time and punishments. Anyways, and he's himself doomed. He's a messenger of doom, doomsday. That's it. So, definite designs, and who would come under duress, and there would be travelers also, but they would all be destroyed through one stroke of destruction, though they would be raised in different states on the day of resurrection. Allah would, however, raise them according to their intention. But this is another one and another doomsday, maybe. But Zainab bin Josh is saying, please, would we be destroyed? Is she representing the Ummah Muslim believers? Yeah, because she's Ummul Mumineen. Maybe you say that, right? Oh God, the mind can really, it can bring such excuses. But you see, your mind in this way, No. She's saying like the Shias, if God tells him to repent, Shias say no. Allah is not repenting to him, or Allah does not tell him to repent, but He's telling the Ummah through him to repent. So this is the problem. Mind goes like that, Shia's mind. I said, Allah's messenger, would we be destroyed despite the fact that there would be pious people amongst us? So there's a ayat which says, because of this messenger being there, you were not punished. Then how were the Yathrib people punished? He said, yes, when the evil would predominate. So this is Muslim, not Bukhari, right? 6883, book 41. By reading this, I think what he's saying is that doomsday is very, very near. Oh, Salahuddin is here. Salam. Wa alaikum assalam, Salahuddin. I was just talking about you all this while, taking your name. I hope, even if you mind now, but I hope you don't mind. You have told me the wrong thing. Here there's a hadith, this doomsday has come. When did it come? Doomsday has come, Rasulullah is telling Zainab bin Josh. This is your Ahle Hadith. You are Ahle Hadith. 100% you said Prophet Muhammad is going to come true. What do you say about this hadith? In Muslim, book 41, number 6883. Book 41, number 6883. Since Salahuddin is here, let me read this hadith again. Zainab bin Josh, the wife of Allah's apostle, reported that one day Allah's messenger came out in a state of excitement, with his face quite red, and he was saying, there is no God but Allah. There is a destruction in store for Arabia because of the turmoil which is near at hand, as the barrier of Gog and Magog has been opened like it. And he, in order to explain it, made a ring with the help of his thumb and forefinger. I said, Allah's messenger, would we be destroyed despite the fact that there would be pious people? Zainab bint Josh, who was now his wife, before Zaid's wife, is saying, would we be destroyed despite the fact that there would be pious people amongst us? He said, yes, when the evil would predominate. Salahuddin is saying, you are fine. It is a public discourse. What is? I'm talking about the prophecy. This is about prophecy, not a public discourse. This is a prophecy of doomsday, which was wrong, false, turned out to be false. It didn't happen at the time of Zainab bin Josh, because she says, would we be destroyed? We. And there are two of them. 6881. This is the last hour. Portents of the last hour. Prophecy of Prophet Muhammad Hadith. Translation of Sahih Muslim in English, right? Book 41, chapter 1. You are fine. It is a public discourse. Oh, okay. You mean I can take your name? Oh, God. This is a doom, and it didn't come true. This prophecy of Prophet Muhammad didn't come true. Yes, thank you for the, permission for taking your name. Yes, and it's very, very important. Please. You said that everything Prophet Muhammad has said, if a prophet, true prophet says, comes true, 100% in your previous live stream. This prophecy didn't come true. It's recorded by Muslim. Right? It's in Sahih Muslim. Hope you can see the screen. So I have to make people aware, beware of people like you, Salahuddin, who misguide others to a great extent. And you didn't look at this, the prophecy of Allah. No, it's not a prophecy, it's a revelation, but it's like a prophecy, right? If, no, it's a, yes, if you, no, Allah doesn't do, it's not a prophecy, sorry. My mind is gone case now. Indeed, this Quran is a reminder for those, okay. His aorta would have been cut. Surah Haqqa ayat. Have you read these ayats? And have you checked your hadith? It is a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. This is not from a soothsayer. Had the messenger made up something in our name? 44 ayat of Surah Haqqa. Had the messenger, and if he had fabricated against us some sayings, we would have certainly seized him by his right hand. 45. 46 now. Then severed his aorta. Right? Now, narrated Aisha. Okay, wait. Let me, if the screen is not. Hadith 4428. The book of Maghazi. Chapter on the illness and death of the Prophet. Sickness, chapter 83. What is this? Oh, yeah, I don't know how to read these hadiths like they're. Anyways, it's just, I'll give you the number. And also, you can check this. Oh, I'll have to come here. I'm the only one doing work here on this. No helper do I have. Narrated Aisha, the Prophet in his ailment in which he died. The Prophet in his ailment in which he died used to say, "Oh Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I eat. I ate." Actually, it should be. Can you have a look at this? I ate, not eat. Okay, these things overlap. Food I ate at Khaybar, and at this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut from that poison. What about this? You don't tell us these, you hide these? Knowingly, you said you knew the Hadith by letter, you were Ahle Hadith. You are Ahle Hadith in your previous live streams somewhere, you told me in the live chat. Salahuddin, you are Ahle Hadith, right? My goodness. And you're deceiving people. You know your Hadith by the letters. So, last live stream, what did you say to me? Everything, 100%. You have no, please. You are helping me on one hand, it's okay. But please, So, yeah, so it is okay. Oh, God. Now I'm back there. I'm just reading his, stuck here. Salahuddin, I don't know whether to thank you or whether to get angry. What's the use of getting angry? I tell myself. No, why are you getting angry? Passionate about it? I'm hurt? Yes, I feel betrayed, victim. So, please don't do this. Then can you blame us for going for Dr. David Wood? I have to listen to all sides. Because your Muslim scholars lying to you, hiding things from you, giving you whitewashing Islam. And how see, please do your research. Please do your research. Muslims, I'm not here. God forbid that I deceive you. May I die before I deceive you. May I cheat myself, but not you, not another. Right? And your Muslim scholars have been deceiving you, keeping you in the dark. I don't know why. Please do your own research. So I have to keep doing this. The Salahuddin here proves what your religious scholars have been doing. So that one prophecy of Prophet Muhammad, which has come true, you can see, you're saying soothsayers are there. Some fortune tellers can come true. Shaitan's prophecy comes true. He has knowledge. He has spiritual knowledge. What knowledge? He has spiritual knowledge. They can see us from where we cannot see them. We are told in Quran ayat. He has spiritual knowledge. Of course, this is not for the Shias. The Shias cannot take this. But as a Shia, when I read Surah Haqqa ayat, it's like, but wasn't Ali Akbar's spear on Ali Akbar's heart? Didn't Imam Hussein get a lot of spears? Right? Ali Akbar's heart especially. And Ali Akbar looked like Prophet Muhammad, we are told by the Shias. So this, please, now what are you going to say, Salahuddin? Because I have to go again because here. So next time, maybe in the evening, I will come again. So wherever you Muslims come from to deceive, what else? Are you fully satisfied now? Don't deceive people, please. And stop your religious scholars from deceiving others, like you have been deceiving us here, by not reading the other hadiths. What about this hadith compared with Surah Haqqa ayat? We would take him by his right hand and cut his very aorta. Sahih al-Bukhari 4428, book 64, hadith 450. Please don't deceive people. It's very serious. That's why I had to come here. And now I have to go. Any questions? Any more things you want to say? Want to ask? What else is there? Allah promised you victory. But you Muslims, Al Imran verse. Is this enough? But you won't answer now. You see, Salahuddin doesn't answer. He's gone. Have I missed anything? Please help us. Cooperate. This is for the truth. Why do you have to hide the truth? I'm so saddened, so that's why it's very painful to see this. Very, very sad, Salahuddin. Very sad. I have this terrible person, you coming here, and you are deceiving people, misleading people. And I want to save the Muslims, bring them out of this false religion, and you are not helping. But in other words, you are helping. If I was patient, if I was informed, if I was not challenged mentally in every way, physical way too. Any questions? Any more? What would it take for Salahuddin to leave Islam? Except for being in this for out of fear or something? No. Because all reasons I've exhausted. Hadiths also I've given you now. You started with hadiths. Now I've given you this hadith. Now you tell me. Isn't it worth it to leave Islam and save yourselves? Do yourself a favor. Or you still want to contemplate your heavily conditioned, but don't say, tell yourself the truth for once in your life now. Someone has value for the truth. Someone has risked their lives to tell you, has the passion for this. I don't need anything from you, Salahuddin, but just that I don't want to talk much, hypocrite. He's ardently desirous of your welfare. Don't. No. I don't want to tell you, take care of yourself. He's ardently desirous. It grieves him. Desirous of, where's that? Ardently. Now I'm tired, I think, very. I need some rest. Ardently desirous. Where's that verse in the Quran? Even hypocrites say this. Puts me to shame, I tell you. I'm ashamed of this prophet. There has come to you a messenger of Allah from among yourselves who is distressed by the losses you sustain. Oh! A scream. Who is ardently desirous of your welfare. I said it. Feel like throwing up. Surah Tawbah at 128. No. Better. I thought, okay, if there's a God who cares, or for, after such a high-class hypocrite, he's ardently desirous of your welfare, and what, you distressed by the losses you sustain? No, go ahead, fight, and yes, defend yourself, fight, kill, this, that, he doesn't care. Okay, I think for this half a day left now, or no, not so. I just have to. I really cannot take this, but I will come in like piecemeals, right? So Salahuddin, be brave, courage. Do not at least lie to yourself. Okay? So maybe we can make a better world like that. Katra, katra. In Urdu they say every drop counts in the ocean, right? It makes an ocean. Katra, katra, darya banta hai. Katra, katra, darya banta hai. You are important. You are unique. God has given you this life. If you believe in a God, I mean, which you do, but like an atheist, like every one of you is unique. Please don't sell yourself short. This high hypocrite, this is one hypocrite I mean, and his grandson, how they changed. I mean, how could he? Then losses you sustain? No, it's okay. You sustain losses in the cause of Allah. You win. Right? You get killed and be killed in the way of Allah. You kill and get killed. What's the problem here? What the height of hypocrisy I've seen. This height I've never seen in anyone. I have to go. I this is too. Okay, I have to vent out. Do you see this? You could go crazy looking at this. There's a ayat, but okay, I'll go. Just let me see if I can find this ayat. Kill and get killed. They kill and get killed. They kill and get killed. Surah Maida. No. Where is it? The believers. No. The believers kill for Allah's sake and get killed. Where's that ayat? How could I forget? Shall cast terror in the believers get killed and so that look, even the Google search is not being true. What are you hiding and what are you afraid of? I have to get out of here and go to this Firefox. They kill and are killed. What are you? They kill and are killed. Are killed in the way of Allah. Maybe it's like this. Let me just check, make it easy for the search, to search this out. Search has become shy. Quran ayat. So you did not kill them, but Allah killed them, and in no way did you throw when they threw. And this is Surah Anfal at 17, maybe in Surah Araf. He had killed a believer mistake. They fight in the cause of Allah, so they kill and are killed. Sorry, it's Surah Tawbah at 111. Surah Tawbah ayat 111. 111. Do you see this? They fight in the cause of Allah, so they kill and are killed. It is a true promise binding upon him in the Torah and the Gospel and the Quran. What? And if you sustain losses, this messenger, no, he doesn't care for you. Don't be deceived by that ayat I showed you earlier. Indeed, Allah has purchased for the believers their lives and their properties. In exchange for that, they will have paradise. But don't tell me on earth here, when this messenger really cared for you, and that you should not just get into losses for this life also. This life, not only the hereafter. Right? But in Allah's cause, strive in Allah's cause. I mean, how would we be able to tell if you don't strive in Allah's cause? and suffer thirst. These people who didn't suffer thirst and poverty and all this. Remember that the expedition of Tabuk, how he's blamed them for not coming with him, suffering thirst and hunger and heat. So this also hypocrisy. See this? Oh my God, it's so sick. So I need a break. Please stop misguiding yourself, lying to yourself, since being a victim of this Islam, and stop it now. Salahuddin, stop yourself from doing this. Please. So I will be working on this and coming back again and again. Thank you for being here again and again. That I'm much grateful to you for. Thank you for your good wishes and all this, but that deceptive side I cannot take. And I have to point that out. Thank you all. Thank you so much for the likes. Oh my God, there are 5 likes here. But I have so many followers, and but I had to come again. And maybe again the 3rd time tonight. Let's see. Oh my God, but this is really sick. Another point, you know what a hypocrite he is. One of a kind.